Some mornings begin with a tide that's higher than expected and a feeling that something might tip.
Hi,
Welcome to Field Notes
where we go on the field.
and take notes. Our second day took us to Diwar, an island once known for self sufficiency. Now, barely 3 to 4% of its land is still farmed. But that 3 to 4% is holding on for more than just survival.
What we saw in Diwar wasn't failure, it was friction. Friction between old knowledge and new conditions, between the stories farmers tell each other and the silence from institutions meant to support them.
We asked about a new seed variety. One farmer told us only if someone is very desperate, they will grow that.
That line stayed with us. It wasn't just about a crop, it was about identity, vulnerability, the quiet, coded ways that trust, or the lack of it, moves through communities. Trying a new seed wasn't seen as bold, it was seen as the last resort. And so, this invisible network of observation forms, farmers watching each other, gauging risks, absorbing the land's feedback secondhand. Because experimentation, that's a privilege. And in farming, risk isn't academic, it's existential.
Farmers speak about their land with a precision that borders on poetry. They know exactly how their patch behaves differently from the next village over, even from the next field. But the support they receive doesn't reflect that specificity. Advice arrives generalized, often outdated, and increasingly distrusted.
Something we hadn't fully understood until this visit was that farming here isn't just individual work, it's interconnected. If your neighbor stops farming, your own land is affected. Waterways clog, drainage shifts, one choice echoes across boundaries.
Devar forced us to ask harder questions, not just about climate or communication, but about how knowledge forms in absence. What happens when information doesn't arrive through pamphlets or panchayat meetings, but through instinct, whispers, and weather watching? What happens when the seasons don't behave the way they used to, and farmers have to rebuild not just routines, but reality?
We didn't leave Diwar with a single answer, but we did leave with this. The resilience we're seeing isn't passive, it's deeply intentional.
It's in the quiet refusal to leave land untended. It's in the shared memory of how things were and how they might be again.
And it's in these subtle, stubborn ways people are rewriting the rules because the old ones no longer apply.